So, are you anxious, excited, both, or none of those? Confused? Where to begin? Perhaps first we should look at their definitions. Anxious, worried and tense, causing anxiety, intensely desiring. Excited, to make a person feel so happy that he or she is unable to relax because he or she is looking forward eagerly to something. To cause or arouse an emotion, response, etc. To arouse sexually. To cause a response in an organ, tissue, or part. To raise an atom, molecule, etc. to a higher energy level. Wow. When I came up with the idea for the blog I've written, and I'm now reading to you, I had no idea how long the definition of excited was in the dictionary. I find it very interesting because the physical feeling of anxiety is pretty much the same as that of excitement. Raised heart rate, butterflies in your tummy, inability to sit still, or restlessness. It's also interesting to remember that anxious does have a positive meaning, intensely desiring. So it's not surprising, given the physical similarities, that as humans, it is easy to get them quite jumbled up. But why is it that excitement is always a positive thing and anxiety seems to be given a negative flag? For example, nervous excitement is okay, but being anxious is not. We are touching on pesky perception, but that's not why I'm writing this blog today, or is it? When you think of a challenging event in the future, how do you describe it? Imagine a sporting competition. Are you anxious or nervously excited? How do you know? Your physical feelings will be the same. What is it that is telling you whether you are anxious or excited? Yes, here it comes. It is your perception, coupled perhaps with a bit of input from the outside world. For example, a visit to the dentist is usually viewed as something to be anxious about, not necessarily excited. Let us look at another example. Take the COVID vaccine to give a current one. I don't enjoy needles. In fact, I really don't like going to the doctors at all. But putting that aside, when I think of having the vaccine in my arm, do I feel anxious or excited? Why would I feel anxious about this? I know it will sting a little. I might make a mistake with which room I need to go to at the surgery. I might not hear my name being called and so draw attention to myself, which, despite me doing these videos, is something that I'm not keen on. So why would I feel excited about it? So given my age, it should mean that we are fairly close to coming out of the steps of lockdown. I'll be able to see my family again. And if I'm not already, I'll be able to start teaching again because I'm a driving instructor as well. So two different sides to how I am feeling, all of which are true. So why would I suggest that anxiety is ruling over excitement, or the other way around? How do I know? Quite simply, I will see it the way I choose to allow my mind to view it. Now, I am not suggesting that all forms of anxiety are parallel to feelings of excitement. From my own experience, I know that severe anxiety can bring very difficult side effects. Those side effects can also build upon your anxiety as you become increasingly anxious about your anxious feelings. A vicious circle that I would not wish upon anyone. So I will admit that there are some situations where excitement won't belong. But you must honestly and realistically consider whether you truly are facing one of those. Let's look at another example. Perhaps going to an interview for college or uni or a job. I've no doubt that your heart will be beating a lot faster than usual. You might even be able to hear it in your ears. Your tummy will be somersaulting and you might be shaking quite a bit too. But why? Anxiety for a situation that you've not been in before, wanting to make a good impression, fear of meeting total strangers, or excitement for the experience of the new situation, the opening up of a new opportunity, starting a new course or job that you really have your heart set on, meeting new people. At this point, I would like to reiterate that your answer will be controlled by your mindset. And I will be bold enough to say that your mindset will control the outcome too. If you walk into that interview steeped in anxiety, it will have a negative effect on your persona. Your ability to think fast will be diminished. Your ability to communicate clearly might be affected too. Unconsciously, you will allow negative thoughts to fill your mind, and your physical symptoms will be all you can focus on. Now, if you walk into that interview steeped with excitement, your physical symptoms, whilst existing, won't be at the forefront of your mind. You will be able to stop your unconscious from swamping them. You will have more control of your thoughts and reactions. You'll be able to concentrate on what you're saying. So I put it to you, next time you have feelings of anxiety, stop and consider, is this anxiety or is this nervous excitement? After all, new situations, change, being rid of something you've carried around with you for a long time can be very exciting. But if left unchecked, you might find yourself in a space riddled with negativity about it. So, if you struggle to untangle the feeling, try this. When you have a situation coming up that you feel anxious about, sit down with a pen and paper. Draw 2 columns and title one anxious and the other excitement. You could use 2 mind maps. Equally, I love a mind map. Write down what you think is making you feel anxious and why. Do the same in the excited column or on both maps. If you're still struggling and need some help, ask someone to sit with you. This could be a parent, a friend, a teacher, a work colleague. They will bring a different perspective and will help you to get thinking. If you don't feel that you have anyone to ask, get in touch with me. I can either point you in the right direction of a coach, or if you're aged between 17 and 25, I can help you, free of charge. If it helps, why not share your upcoming situation in the comments? We can help with different perspectives, and that is always good. Thank you for listening. Don't be shy to get in touch if you need. Take care. Bye-bye.